telling you? Because there's so much going on with Nicole in the past, in the future, now.
You know, I get more comments because they have to rush them through the lines, unfortunately, because we want to get everybody's signatures, you know, down on their books, and so. But I do get this year. We just want to see Nicole happy, and that's what I get.
I mean, it does seem like fans really like Nicole's a character that fans just really kind of like. I mean, they do. They want to see her happy.
They want to strangle me, and they want to see me happy at the same time.
And they always have definitive opinions about who they want Nicole with.
Yeah.
Like, what's that like for you?
It's, you know, I'll scroll through Twitter. I don't get to do it a lot because, you know, between mom and nonprofit and work and you see them sort of fighting over who they want to be with, which I really enjoy because I'm like, oh yeah, I'm finally that character that people root for you to be with somebody. So it's fascinating. It is how they wish so badly for two people to be together, and the differences of, you know, opinions, and I really enjoy it, and I'm impressed with the stories and how they've been written and how it's just so effective. I love it.
But it must be nice to be able to have chemistry with a lot of, you know, like with different actors and stuff like that.
How could you not with these guys? They're so cute. There, I said it.
Well, with what's airing now, I guess, you know, some people know maybe what's coming down the pike a little bit, but right now Daniel and Nicole are talking about marriage and the wedding,
and they're happy.
And we're all waiting for the other shoe to drop, I guess.
Because you know, with Nicole,
it's
always something.
It does.
It
Should we get a little glimmer before that shoe drops, maybe?
That's what. Yes, there's a little glimmer of joy in her life. So it's really nice, and actually it's been that way for what are we at? A couple weeks, 3 weeks, 4 weeks now. It's better than I know with poor EJ. There was never any happiness because she was always thinking he was going to leave her. Mm-hmm. And same with anyone she's really ever been with.
Yeah, with Eric, they got together, and then all of a sudden it fell apart.
Yeah. And I think these are like the two people where you go, neither one of them can get out of their own way. And even though Eric was a priest and became a priest off camera, he was tormented in a way that, you know, forced him sort of into what he was doing out of obligation, I feel like, more than choice. And it when he came out of it, I feel like Eric got lost. And it was hard for him to deal with not only himself, but, you know, a situation with the love of his life, or first love, I should say. So, and then, of course, Nicole just making mistakes. And then by the time it was time for him to beg for her back, she was like, I'm moving on. It's crazy. But it happens in real life, too. You know, you've seen people have gone through those things, and you just go, oh, and you kick yourself for making those mistakes, you know.
Tying into the 50th, we've been asking everybody about their first day on set. Do you remember what that day was?
Oh,
and who you shot with?
Yes,
what was
it was like February 10th or 11th, 1998, and it was my first scenes were with Jensen Ackles. And
tough
out in the Java Cafe. I know, it's horrible to look at.
Horrible to look at.
It's a shame. Someone had to do it. But we still had a set outside the Java Cafe. I was a waitress there and did all our scenes. I was nervous. I'm not sure if actual lines came out of my mouth. I think so. So we're done with our set, and I go inside, and I started changing to go, and I hear, oh, Arianne Zucker, don't leave the set, please, don't leave the set, and come upstairs. I was like, I got fired, I just started. So I go up, and it's like the worst walk of shame, walking these staircases to go up and talk to whomever I have to talk to. I'm like, I don't like what you're wearing. I was like, oh God.
Yeah, exactly. Easy fix.
So they just changed my whole outfit into a mini skirt and a little yellow top. Where originally I was in khakis and a long, button down and an apron. Well, off came the apron, the skirt shrank, and the t-shirt tied, and everyone else is in winter coats.
You're all soap
It was hilarious. And then there started Nicole Walker Trip. It's awesome. So that was my first day.
That's great.
Can you talk about? I really am enjoying at least the beginnings of the Basic Black story and Nicole and getting to interact with Teresa and Kate. Can you talk about that dynamic? Can you talk about that dynamic, and also if you tease anything that's coming ahead?
So it is really great working with Lauren again, and she's of course also been a nemesis of Nicole's. And
who isn't?
I know who isn't, and she's so classy, and she's such a great bad ASS. Sorry, but she does it so well, and I love now that our characters are, I feel, a little more even keel, you know. And Nicole's been through this, and so Kate has to respect Nicole's situation. So even though we may not like each other, but we definitely respect each other's work. So that's a really kind of great business relationship we're creating. And then you have Teresa. So cute. And but I love the fact that in a way Nicole is trying to sort of take her under her wing a little bit, and because there's so much Nicole in Teresa. And Teresa is also, she's trying to turn her life around as well and become a better person. So I like that bond and what happens during that bond and how close we become.
So she's not always going to be against Brady and Teresa, because like in the last week there was, Nicole was telling Brady like,
what? Yeah. Not necessarily want them together, but because Nicole has a huge love for Brady, and she always will, and they will always have each other's backs. Those are two characters that don't judge each other, and are there, so I love that relationship. So she's very protective of Brady.